between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From way up at the 23. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackled on the play by Cameron Thomas. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their 1st drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Got him in. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 4th and 14. A terrific play call. Murray now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Nevis on to attempt the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Lions 14, Cardinals 9. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Murray going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Okay, break.
Down. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 44 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down, Murray. Goes right back to McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray finds his running back, James Conner. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Extra point by Marquise. They're back within a touchdown, 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Sanders. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once again with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustment. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
2nd and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. He's got it to the 43 here. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Down right around the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, McFarland. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. This is taken in by McBride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll send Brown in motion right. Murray now on 1st down. Shoves him aside. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Murray to air it out again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Shotgun now from Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, and they're recovering the touchdown and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready? Kick the Eagles! Kick the Eagles!
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Julian Love picks it, and the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go again with Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Going for it with Sanders. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they've got to feel good about this performance.